On the 8th of July 1947, a newspaper called the Roswell Daily Record published a front-page article that sparked America's most infamous brush with aliens. The headline and read: RAF captures flying saucer on ranch in Roswell region. Colonel Phillip Corso, Sr. was an Army intelligence officer who served on Eisenhower's National Security Council. Following his 21-year military career, he served as a military analyst. He made a public figure of himself by acknowledging that he personally witnessed deceased extraterrestrials from the Roswell Crash. Corso describes the deceased aliens as having a brain completely different than that of humans. They had no nose or mouth, no digestive system, and no sex organs. They are more humanoid beings than anything else, he says in the video. Their spaceship is composed of durable metals and are biological in nature, nothing like we ever seen. A former chief of defense and chairman of the NATO military committee telling us that we are being visited, and have been visited by people from outer space. Other high-ranking executives from the intelligence and aerospace community have also joined this program, including Steve Justice, the recent director for advanced systems development at Lockheed Skunk Works. They aim to let the world know that we are not alone, and that there are highly advanced, technological objects in our atmosphere performing maneuvers that defy our laws of physics. Yes, there have been crashed craft, and bodies recovered. We are not alone in the universe, they have been coming here for a long time. I happen to be privileged enough to be in on the fact that we have been visited on this planet, and the UFO phenomenon is real. Dr. Edgar Mitchell, sixth man to walk on the moon. The Roswell incident is one of dozens, if not hundreds of downed extraterrestrial craft resulting from human aggression. Dr. Edgar Mitchell, sixth man to walk on the moon. The Roswell incident is one of dozens, if not hundreds of downed extraterrestrial craft resulting from human aggression. This is better explained by Paul Hellyer, Canada's former Minister of National. Decades ago, visitors from other planets warned us about where we were headed and offered to help. But instead, we, or at least some of us, interpreted their visits as a threat, and decided to shoot first and ask questions after. An authentic image/story of a large UFO hovering over LA, which was witnessed by 1 million people. Dubbed the Battle of Los Angeles, it was an event that showed us how the US military was learning to lie about UFOs 5 years prior to the Roswell incident, which occurred in 1947. Everything is in a process of investigation both in the United States and in Spain, as well as the rest of the world. The nations of the world are currently working together in the investigation of the UFO phenomenon. There is an international exchange of data. General Carlos Castro Cavero, 1979. When it came time to back-engineer the craft, no engine was discovered, but pilots placed their humanoid hands in these slots and guided the craft using their mind, a type of telepathic technology that we ourselves have yet to discover. We're all familiar with ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs, which include simple picture glyphs well as strange flying machines and humanoid beings. But fewer people know that the same hieroglyphs have arguably appeared on modern-day unidentified flying objects as well. Major General Jesse Marcel, the man who oversaw the cleanup of the debris from the 1947 crash, shared riveting new details about the event. One of those details was that geometric symbols appeared on the Roswell crash debris, including a triangle with a sphere on top. Throughout history of mankind, we have talked about people visit us from other worlds. The Indian in every native culture talked about the star people in many different forms. The Sumerian people spoke of the Anunnaki that comes from the skies. And in every mythology and religion they spoke of angels and gods coming down to us from heaven. Even Jesus said that he is not of this world. He comes from his Father's house in the seventh heaven. Could it be more than just stories? Did we have contact? And what happens when we die? Follow a mystical world and find out.